Are you looking for the best gaming monitors? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best gaming monitors on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. ASUS ROG Swift OLED PG27 AQDM. If you find the Dell Alienware AW3225QF out of your price range or you can't find it available, it's worth looking into the ASUS ROG Swift OLED PG27 AQDM. It's slightly cheaper than the Dell and has a smaller screen, but the biggest difference is that it uses a different type of OLED panel, which doesn't display the same vivid and bright colors. However, it still shows deep blacks without any blooming. It also has a lower 1440p resolution, so images aren't as sharp, but because it has the same high 240Hz refresh rate, it's less demanding on your graphics card to maintain high frame rate signals. It has a near instantaneous response time that results in outstanding motion handling, no matter the refresh rate you're gaming at. It also has FreeSync VRR support with GSINC compatibility to reduce screen tearing. Lastly, it has low input lag for a responsive feel, but you must update it to the latest firmware for the lowest input lag. If that's a concern for you, and you want something with fewer bugs out of the box, the LG 27GR95QEB is another great option with the same panel, but it doesn't get as bright, so the ASUS still offers the best performance. At number 2. LG 27GR93UB. While the Dell Alienware AW3225QF and the ASUS ROG Swift OLED PG27 AQDM are excellent high-end gaming monitors, if you find them too expensive, you can consider a mid-range option like the LG 27GR93UB. It has an LED backlit LCD panel instead of an OLED panel, so it doesn't have the same premium picture quality with perfect blacks like the Dell and the ASUS. That said, this is what you have to expect for a mid-range monitor, as OLEDs are expensive, and at least it has a higher 4K resolution than the ASUS, delivering sharper images. The LG features HDMI 2.1 bandwidth that's ideal for console gaming, as you can take full advantage of the PS5 and Xbox Series X. On top of that, it's versatile for PC gaming, thanks to its 144Hz max refresh rate, VRR support, and fast response time. It does have limited picture quality, especially in dark rooms due to its low contrast, so if that's important for you, also check out the INIG27M2V. It has better picture quality thanks to its mini LED backlighting, but it can sometimes be harder to find. At number 3. LG 27GP850B/27GP83BB. If you don't need a high-resolution monitor and prefer looking for something in the lower mid-range price category, check out the LG 27GP850B. You can also find it available as the 27GP83BB at different retailers, and both variants are excellent for gaming. It has a lower 1440p resolution than the LG 27GR93UB, so images aren't as sharp and detailed. However, it has a slightly higher refresh rate, as each variant has a native 165Hz refresh rate, with the 27GP850B having an overclock feature to boost it up to 180Hz. If you want an even higher 240Hz refresh rate, consider the LG 27GR83QB, but only when it goes on sale, as it usually costs more. The 27GP850B has a fantastic response time at any refresh rate and a backlight strobing feature to reduce persistence blur. However, it only works within a narrow range and not at the same time as VRR, and the 27GP83BB variant doesn't have the same feature. Luckily, both variants have FreeSync VRR support and GSINC compatibility to reduce screen tearing, and they have some extra perks to give you a competitive advantage, like a black stabilizer and virtual crosshairs. At number 4. ViewSonic XG2431. There are plenty of options available if you want something on a budget. You'll have to sacrifice a few features, but you can still get a monitor with impressive gaming performance, like the ViewSonic XG2431. It has a lower resolution than the LG 27GP850B/27GP83BB and a smaller screen, so it doesn't deliver the same immersive gaming experience with detailed images. That said, if you want a higher resolution, there are still some 1440p options you can look into, like the Dell G2724D, but these have lower refresh rates. What makes the ViewSonic great for gaming is that it has a high 240Hz refresh rate, which is ideal for competitive PC gaming. This helps provide an extremely fast response time for crisp motion, and it also has an optional backlight strobing feature. This improves the appearance of motion by reducing persistence blur. Unlike many monitors, you can customize its flicker, which is a nice addition to a budget monitor, but like many monitors, it doesn't work at the same time as VRR. Speaking of which, it has FreeSync and is GSINC compatible, so it works with almost any source. At number 5. ASUS TUF Gaming VG2431. If you want a simple and cheap gaming monitor, there are plenty of options you can get from different retailers that are available at a low cost, but most have limited gaming performance. If you want an extremely low-cost monitor with very good gaming performance, check out the ASUS TUF Gaming VG2431. It's different from the ViewSonic XG2431 because it has lower peak brightness and is not as good a choice for brighter rooms. However, its motion handling is fantastic and provides very crisp, responsive gaming performance. It also has FreeSync VRR and GSINC compatibility to reduce screen tearing, though VRR only works over DisplayPort. It has wide viewing angles, so it's easy to do local co-op gaming with a friend. However, it has terrible ergonomics, so it's more difficult to set the monitor in your preferred position for a long gaming session. Finally, it doesn't have HDR, so you can't experience more vivid colors and brighter highlights in games. However, these trade-offs allow you to have a very good gaming experience at an incredibly low price.